Hi, this is Christine, Venus Astrology, just here with a quick update for you. My tablet isn't working, so I can't do my normal daily updates. So here it is in my dressing gown. Quickly got to get it done while I've got a moment. So, important transit today. Just looking at the chart now. I can't show you, as I said, as normal. So we've got Pluto and the Moon leaving their conjunction. So Pluto is currently at 26 degrees and the Moon is at 2 degrees of Aquarius, so it's moved signs now. Pluto is still in those last degrees of Capricorn. So we have Pluto and Venus opposite each other, so we've been experiencing that in the last few days. So that's quite intense for relationships, for anything to do with our finances and our money, our self-worth, our values, what we love, what makes us, what brings us pleasure. Those sorts of things have come under the scope and still are. And that Pluto energy is all about transformation and change, death, birth, regeneration, healing. It's helping us to get to the below the surface, to go deeper, to get to the truth of the matter of things, to help us to see our insecurities, or it's bringing up our insecurities, anything to do with power struggles, to do with the truth and secrets. Also obsession, because Pluto is definitely brings up anything to do with obsession. So obsession, and we're coming in, it's in opposition too, so it's that oppositional energy. So it's Mars, but it's also showing us another point of view, another perspective. It can be a release point as well when we're looking at the opposite area. So it's challenging us in some way to see another point of view, see another perspective, forcing us in some ways. We may not like it, we may like it, but it's it's pushing us in some way to bring some stuff up and bring it to the surface with that Pluto energy, to help us heal it, to help us to move forward, to evolve at the end of the day. So that Moon there would have been intensifying that, because it would have been bringing up the darker feelings and emotions within ourselves, any trust issues, any power struggles. Those sorts of things would have more likely come to the surface. They would have been more within our vibration, would have been feeling them internally. So that Moon moving away from that now for the rest of the day in that Aquarius, we now are building up to that full moon in Leo. So that full moons are all, hey baby bear, full moons are all about a release, a letting go, an ending, a completion, a celebration, a culmination, a boiling point as well, that can be. So that Aquarius energy is about other people. It's the higher aspirations, the bigger picture. It's also Aquarius energy rules technology, it's innovation, it's like I said, the bigger picture, it's flashes of insight, it's humanitarian things and all that. So full moon there is helping us to release any bad behaviors or anything that is, holding us back, keeping us in fear as well, and not able to step into the power of that energy in its truest form, in its highest form as well. And an Aquarius full moon is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus wants us to break free. It wants us to liberate ourselves. It wants to evolve us. It wants to shake and stir things up and all that. And that Uranus energy is currently in that Taurus with Mars. Mars has moved away. Mars is currently at 24 degrees. Uranus is 18 degrees. The North Node is 17 degrees. So the North Node and Uranus are still together. So Uranus is still trying to help evolve us, to move us towards our destiny, towards our future. Those two energies working together. So we can still have a lot of things come up where, especially with this full moon, because Uranus is the ruler of that energy, it can shake and stir things up. It can bring unexpected, sudden things, because it wants to shake us out of our current ways that we are, where we are, because it's not, it's keeping us stuck. It's not helping us to move forward and evolve. especially in that Taurus energy, because Taurus is all about stability, and it's all about it's stubborn, and it doesn't like change. It likes the same thing over and over, you know, because it likes security. It knows what's going to happen, what's going on. So it's shaking us out of that energy. It's bringing change and bringing instability. So that's wherever Taurus is in our lives, the Taurus area, sorry, in our lives, in our charts, that's where it's going to be affecting us in our lives, wherever Taurus lays in your chart. And again, that Aquarius energy too. So if we actually do look at that too, that new moon, a full moon will be at 19 degrees. It's going to be, I looked it up last night, tomorrow night, tomorrow, so Friday, Australian time, Friday, 11:30. So it might be like, you know, nighttime sleeping in the other side of the world sort of thing on Thursday night. So that full moon will be at 19 degrees, and Uranus and the North Node 17, 18 degrees. So that is a square. So the North Node and Uranus will be in a square with this full moon, and that square is restrictions. It's a hard aspect, so it's restricting us in some way. It's stopping us. It's trying to detour to us, make us go a different way. It's bringing up some hard lessons, possibly. And while speaking about that as well, talking about lessons and talking about this square-like energy, because it's Saturn-like, Saturnian. Saturn is currently at 22 degrees in Aquarius, and sorry about my messy desk, you see I'm just looking at the chart. Saturn is currently at 22 degrees, so that is conjunct the that full moon. Sorry, I keep saying new moon, that full moon, because it's within, you know, if it's 19 degrees, I'm pretty sure it was, where the full moon is going to be, which would make sense because the sun will be at 19 degrees tomorrow. It's 18 degrees today. So that is, yeah, within 3 degrees with that Saturn. So it's conjuncted, and that Saturn energy then becomes even stronger, and that Saturn energy is all about restrictions, hard work, showing up, taking responsibility. It's about being in our integrity. It's about the hard lessons. It's all about karma as well. And when we're talking about the North Node, because the North Node is in that square with it, the North Node is all about our karmic destiny. So the South Node is our karmic past, and the North Node is our destiny, our future, our karma, where we're moving towards, what we're learning into in this life to experience. So that in that square is going to be really pushing us to make some changes, because it's going to feel very uncomfortable, and we're going to feel very restricted, and it's going to come up, those restrictions, through possibly through outside influences, through other people, through the world, through the governments, possibly through our societies, our communities, through us needing to evolve as well, but also because we need to move towards a better future. So, you know, like that humanitarian energy too, and us like using technology and advancing to move towards something that is better for the collective. So it's quite an intense full moon that we're building up to. Especially when the nodes are involved. So that also means that there's a sextile. Oh, sorry, it's a square. Sorry, what am I saying? Sextile. A square as well. So it's going to be squaring everywhere. So with the fixed sign. So Scorpio, then if it's squaring the North Node, it's going to be squaring the South Node. So Scorpio, South Node. So it's in square with that as well. And that is all about us releasing and letting go of fear, of not being in our power, of any kind of secrets, any kind of trauma, anything that's holding us back from moving towards our destiny, towards our future. You know, bad behavior and toxic behaviors and people and relationships and all that stuff we're moving away from and cutting off, so that we can move towards our future, towards our evolution, towards our destiny, that sort of thing. So yeah, and that South Node too is in that Scorpio energy, is all about that death, birth, transformation, change, healing. It's around finances and joint resources with other people. Also taxes, inheritance, insurances, outside resources of finances and money and all that we rely on. It's putting an end to that so that we're becoming, in Taurus, more stable and self-independent, self-sufficient, all of those sorts of things, creating our own wealth and our own abundance, our own stability, from our own skills and abilities and resources, and not relying on outside resources. So yes, just looking too, we have Chiron at 16 degrees in Aries. Wow, there's so much in retrograde. Wow, everything in retrograde is on one side of the chart and everything not in retrograde is on the other side of the chart. That's quite interesting as well. So it's like a whole area, like side of our charts will be going through a deep retrospective period, and there's a whole other area of our chart that is taking action and moving forward. So a whole area, certain areas of our life where we're going back over, and the certain areas of our life where we're pushing forward. Very strange. So that Chiron there at 16 degrees will then be in sextile with that energy too. So Chiron in a pleasurable energy, a helpful energy with that sextile, is going to help us to heal. It's all about healing of who we are, what we want, our identity, what we're about, what we're going after, what we desire. But it's very much about the individual and us, and from what we need and what we want, and helping us to heal so that we can, you know, be in that energy of being a leader of what we want and going after what we want and leading the way for ourselves. So yeah, I might leave it at that. Won't go too long. So that's the energy we're going to be experiencing over the next, 24 hours, over the next day or day and a half, with that leading up to that full moon. So if I get to another video, great. If not, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.